Operation Highjump, uncovering the mysteries of America's secret Antarctic expeditions. Operation Highjump, officially known as the United States Navy Antarctic Development Program, remains one of the most intriguing and debated military operations in history. Conducted between late 1946 and early 1947, this extensive naval expedition to Antarctica sparked endless speculation, rumors, and theories concerning secret military activities, hidden Nazi bases, lost civilizations, and extraterrestrial encounters. At the heart of its enduring fascination lies the secrecy, scale, and ambiguity surrounding its true objectives. By examining Operation Highjump deeply, we unravel the historical realities, myths, and implications of the expedition that continues to captivate imaginations today. In 1946, shortly after World War II concluded, the U.S. Navy launched one of the largest Antarctic expeditions ever undertaken, commanded by Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd, an experienced polar explorer with numerous Arctic and Antarctic expeditions behind him. Officially, the primary objectives of Operation Highjump were stated as scientific exploration, aerial mapping of Antarctica, testing naval equipment under extreme polar conditions, and assessing the feasibility of establishing permanent U.S. military bases there. Operation Highjump was remarkably ambitious. It involved approximately 4,700 military personnel, 13 ships including aircraft carriers, icebreakers, submarines, destroyers, tankers, and numerous aircraft. The expedition marked a major commitment of resources, considering the immediate post-war period and military demobilization occurring at the time. According to official government accounts, Operation Highjump's key objectives were straightforward, practical, and scientific. Operation Highjump produced some of the most comprehensive aerial photographs and detailed mapping of Antarctica's coastal and interior regions ever accomplished at that point. Over 1.5 million square miles were reportedly mapped and extensively photographed, providing valuable geographical and scientific data for future expeditions and understanding of the region's terrain. The operation tested naval equipment, clothing, vehicles, and aircraft performance in Antarctic conditions. These experiments provided essential knowledge for military preparedness during the emerging Cold War tensions, particularly relating to operations in Arctic or Antarctic environments. Military strategists at the time recognized Antarctica's potential strategic significance due to its proximity to major naval passages and geopolitical implications. Although no permanent bases were established during this expedition, valuable insights were gained into the practicality of future military or scientific facilities. Despite these apparent successes, the abrupt and somewhat premature conclusion of Operation Highjump after just a few months, reportedly due to rapidly deteriorating weather conditions and equipment problems, has fueled lingering suspicions and alternative interpretations about its true purpose. In the decades following Operation Highjump, speculative narratives emerged, radically reinterpreting the expedition's objectives. These theories, often relying on scant or ambiguous evidence, propose a wide variety of secretive or controversial motivations behind the massive undertaking. The secrecy surrounding the operation, limited initial disclosures, and cryptic comments made by Admiral Byrd himself further intensified public curiosity and suspicion. One prominent and persistent theory proposes that Operation Highjump sought hidden Nazi bases or advanced military technologies rumored to have been relocated to Antarctica near the end of World War II. According to these theories, Nazi Germany, intrigued by Antarctica's isolation and harsh conditions, allegedly established secret bases there for developing advanced technologies, including potential flying saucers or anti-gravity propulsion systems. While Nazi Germany did indeed express interest in polar regions and conducted limited expeditions there, credible historical documentation remains absent regarding actual establishment of substantial permanent bases or secret Nazi settlements in Antarctica. Nevertheless, these sensational theories persist, fueled in part by Nazi Germany's well-documented interest in esoteric technologies and myths surrounding secretive military experiments. Another widespread theory, popularized extensively by conspiracy literature, suggests Operation Highjump encountered extraterrestrial beings or evidence of a lost, technologically advanced civilization beneath Antarctica's ice. Proponents cite ambiguous statements attributed to Admiral Byrd after the expedition, wherein he allegedly spoke of mysterious enemy aircraft or warned about hidden threats capable of striking global distances from the poles. Though exciting to imagine, no credible documentation or evidence supporting extraterrestrial encounters or ancient civilizations beneath Antarctic ice has ever surfaced. Historians and scholars generally interpret Byrd's cryptic remarks as indicative of geopolitical anxiety, notably referring metaphorically to Soviet or future adversarial threats rather than alien or secret civilizations. A more plausible interpretation suggests that Operation Highjump represented an early covert Cold War initiative to assert U.S. geopolitical influence in strategically sensitive polar regions. By demonstrating naval power projection, technological capability, and advanced military readiness in extreme polar environments, the United States may have sought to deter potential Soviet expansion or military activities, emphasizing strategic dominance in these remote but geopolitically significant areas. Given the immediate post-war context, this explanation appears significantly more grounded in historical realities than Nazi or extraterrestrial narratives, aligning closely with actual documented strategic concerns at the time. Operation Highjump's enduring popularity, especially within popular culture, conspiracy literature, and entertainment media, demonstrates humanity's inherent attraction to unresolved mysteries, covert government operations, and speculative historical possibilities. It has featured prominently in books, documentaries, fictional narratives, video games, films, and various conspiracy theories. Moreover, Antarctica, itself vast, inhospitable, largely unexplored, and isolated serves as a natural incubator for speculative myths and mysteries. As a remote frontier largely inaccessible to the general public, it inherently invites imaginative speculation and storytelling, magnifying public fascination and suspicion regarding any large-scale secretive operations conducted there. Today, historians, researchers, and scientific communities broadly recognize Operation Highjump as primarily a military scientific exploration, significant for its contributions to polar research, cartography, environmental knowledge, and military preparedness under extreme conditions. Many scholars dismiss sensationalist interpretations involving Nazis, aliens, or secret civilizations as fanciful exaggerations, lacking credible evidence or substantive historical backing. However, despite consensus on official scientific outcomes, Operation Highjump continues to inspire intriguing questions about the full nature of its objectives, the reasons behind its secrecy and scale, and cryptic statements attributed to key participants. Recent decades have seen declassified military documents and files becoming publicly accessible, yet none conclusively resolves the more sensational theories, thus allowing speculative narratives to persist in cultural imagination. In retrospect, Operation Highjump represents a complex intersection of scientific exploration, military preparedness, geopolitical strategy, and human imagination. The expedition undoubtedly advanced scientific understanding of Antarctica's geography, climate, and terrain, providing invaluable data for subsequent Antarctic research. Simultaneously, its sheer scale, ambiguous official explanations, enigmatic statements by participants, and the historical context of secrecy have sustained decades of speculative fascination, fueling endless theories involving Nazis, extraterrestrials, lost civilizations, or covert military agendas. Operation Highjump's continued mystique highlights broader themes concerning humanity's attraction to secret histories, unknown frontiers, and unresolved mysteries. Whether viewed through a lens of historical reality or speculative imagination, this expedition endures as an iconic and enigmatic chapter in human exploration, reflective of both genuine Cold War concerns and the enduring human impulse toward mystery, speculation, and storytelling.